Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Christine's Coloring and Crafts. I'm Christine and I'll be coloring with you guys today. Anyway, I did go back and look. I had not in fact introduced my Pan Pastels, which I have used one time on this lovely picture. I've got to look up the artist name. Hold on. I didn't think about that part. Coloring pictures. It's Renata, and the page that they drew is called Gemini, and it immediately made me think of the twins on Legacies, which is a spin-off off of Originals, which is a spin-off off of Vampire Diaries. So it made me think of the twins, and that's why I did the picture that way. And that was my first try at using the Pan Pastels. But since I had not done it on video today, or video that day, I figure I'll do it on video today. I still don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna give it our best shot. So this lovely picture is from Hannah Lynn, Maui Mermaids, and we're going to use burnt sienna and red iron oxide tint. And burnt sienna is really super light in color. And I got these from Blick. And I gotta go get a kitty off of a line here. Get off there, that is my work stuff. You little freakazoid. Water time! Playing with wires is dangerous enough, but this little new kitten has to play with my work stuff, and if she breaks it, I'm out of work, and then I don't get paid. And seeing as I just got back, I'd hate to have that excuse of, I can't work because the kitty chewed up my wires. And don't worry if you use Pan Pastels and you get it all over the place, like on the black lines and stuff. And normally I do these Hannah Lynn's in like alcohol marker, but since I wanted to use the Pan Pastels, I went ahead and got out my Arctics pencils so we can see those in action today as well. Now these go on, I mean, just a little bit really goes a long way, and I think I'm using entirely too much. And I might not use the red oxide tint, we'll see. Or whatever that color is. Red iron oxide tint. I might do it on her cheekbones. We'll see. Yeah, this stuff's getting everywhere. It's kind of fun. It makes coloring skin quick. Well, eventually it'll make it quick when you get used to using it. It's almost kind of like, to me it's almost kind of like using distressed inks. You just use this little handy dandy tool instead. Did you see all that dust fly off? I was using entirely too much. My bad. And then whatever you got excess, you can just put right back on in there. And then kind of smush it around. It spreads around better than distressed inks, I'll give it that much. And I know that Hannah Lynn uses like a lot of really thick dark lines, which are perfect for markers. Not so much for pencils and other things like that, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Yours may vary. Okay, and then what I do so I don't accidentally mix colors is I take the sponge off and I turn it around to use the red iron. And this is not a tutorial. This is like literally my second time ever using something like this. And we'll put just a little bit of pink cheek there. And just a little bit of pink cheek there. A little too much pink cheek. Oops. And then to make sure that I've gotten rid of all the leftover Pan Pastel dust. Well, let me get this lid back on. I'd like to try some other colors. I really want to go back to Blick, but I'm going to have to wait a little while. But there we go. I just used the brush to cut off the dust here. And then I'm going to use my, Caran d'Ache Luminance Black, because I don't know what I've done with my Prismacolor one. And this one was closer. I'm just going to put that line right back in. Pencil goes right over Pan Pastel really easily. See? Look at that, her eyebrows right back in there. Boy, little Miss Olive, you are an active little girl tonight. And I was going to take Miss Bubbles to the vet to get spayed today, but they do the surgeries on Wednesdays and Friday mornings. And when I say morning, I mean 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let me see if I can't put this wire up and out of her way here real quick. Well, maybe not real quick, because I got pencils and stuff all over the place. There we go. There. New kitten. Back to the old get everything out of her way routine. There we go. And then we'll do over here. The nice thing about skin color Pan Pastels is if you accidentally rub it on yourself, you're probably not going to notice. You know, unless you're really super tan or a darker skin color or a much, much lighter skin color. Like if this was wintertime and I got these colors on me, I would probably notice, because I'm glow in the dark white. I either burn and look like a tomato, or I'm glow in the dark white. No in between. I mean, my arms tan out, but that's about it. They were tired of going from red to Casper the Friendly Ghost white all the time. So they're like, look, we're just going to tan. We're done. All right, and then we brought several Arctic's colors in here. Let me put her hair colors up real quick. I think I just got them out of line too. Yep. There we go. Put them back over in order, and I'll put them off to the side here. And then I picked these 4 colors out, but I don't know if I'll actually use them or not. We'll find out. I doubt I use the pinky colors, but I'm definitely going to use turquoise gray, which is the AT5699. But we also got pink AT4909 or 4003. I'm sorry. That is kind of hard to read if you don't hold it just right. And I'm going to put that up because I think that's what I intended to do for her cheeks, and the red iron did it just fine. Then we got peach AT3010. And then we got blush pink AT4008. I'm going to put that one up too. Maybe use them, maybe not. And the same thing with the peach. I know for sure I'm going to be using the turquoise gray. And then just do light layers. I mean, like super light layers, guys. Put the peach back on top of there. Oh, she's back in here causing trouble again. A little troublemaking kitten. But hey, at least the wire's up this time. Just add some shadowing in here. Some shading. And I want it to look more peachy than anything, but I wanted to kind of drown out any pink or red colors. Oh my goodness. She's getting in trouble. I don't know where she went. Just knocking stuff over. So if you hear things get knocked over, it's her. It might actually be me throwing things on the floor again. Who knows? Alrighty, and then where's my little... We're going to use the Karen Dash blender pencil today. There she goes. And I cannot tell you how nice it is to have my jar link back. It only took a little bit to charge. I think like maybe an hour or so. But buddy, I missed it. Oh, I missed it so much. And we'll go in between her eyelashes here. And then right above a little bit. And we'll do a piece of her hair with the Arctics too, just to see how they do. And I probably won't do as many layers here in between the eyelashes because I'm not really all that concerned about how it looks per se, because it's really tiny. Nobody's going to notice. Sometimes I give these young ladies a little makeup, and sometimes I don't. And by the way, these things, I didn't mention in the swatching video, I didn't mention that these things feel great in your hand. They've got a kind of thickish barrel, maybe. Not as thick as a Karen Dash, but really super close, barrel-wise. And I kind of like that. It feels good in my hands. So I was going through them last night and swatching them. Was it last night or the night before? I don't know. Keeping track of time. But yeah, when the vet said they did those surgeries that early in the morning, I'm like, one, have you all had your coffee by that time? Because this is my baby kitty, you guys are going to be doing surgery on. 2, do you all believe that everybody gets up at like 5 in the morning? Let me tell you, that's when I go to bed. I go to bed actually about 2:30. But anyway, still, I told him, I was like, I'm sorry guys. I'm like, that's the middle of my night. I was like, I'm a late night person. I work till 10 p.m. to midnight, you know, somewhere around there. Sometimes I stay over, sometimes I don't. I'm like, but guys, I can't not be expected to get up that early and function. That's the one thing I hate about both veterinary care and people health care. You think everybody's going to be on your schedule, and you make everybody get on your schedule, and then you charge them thousands of dollars. Either charge thousands of dollars and you be on our schedule, or you get cheaper, B words. Because that's crazy. 7:38 in the morning, so I gotta like drop the cat off by 7. Man, the cat ain't even up that time. The cat has gone to sleep too. You guys crazy? Y'all are crazy. And I know that surgery ain't gonna be cheap. Plus, of course, we gotta do our quarterly flea treatment and there was one more vaccination she needed. I think that one a little too dark, so I'm gonna come back with my Derwent Chinese White and go over it a little bit. Come in there and kind of blend it out. This might take a minute. Yeah, that looked just a little too dark. That looks better. I didn't even think to pick out a hair color or an eye color for her yet. Oh well. She's probably gonna have green eyes because she's gonna have red hair. I like doing red hair. I don't know why. It could be the redhead in me. Oh. I've always wanted to kind of tackle a darker skin color with red hair. I think that would look so pretty. Some beautiful long locks of red hair. Over a nice cocoa skin tone. Oh, that would be, I think that would be magnificent. I may have seen it in real life and thought it was magnificent, and that's why I got the idea in my head. There we go. But it's easy peasy, just like that. So much quicker than using your pencils up. And plus, to be honest, most of my Prismacolors and my favorite skin tones in Prismacolor and Caran d'Ache Luminance are about used up. I need replacements. And isn't it weird how certain colors just, you sit there and look at them, and honestly, I didn't think this would look nice. But you sit there and you look at them like, oh, this isn't going to look good. This isn't going to look good. And then you do it and you're like, wow, that's kind of weird how that worked out. Alrighty then. Now this part I want a little bit darker because her chin's overrated over her neck. And her neck's kind of in there and really, you know, shaded. And then we got another little portion of her neck here that we're just going to do in the pencils for shading. She's going to have a shady neck. Shady. There we go. And that's so small, I'm not really caring how many layers is on that either. But there we go. That looks pretty good. I might add some more here later. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might try to actually do a nose. Again, I don't know. Thinking about it. Things to think about. Last time I tried to make a nose, though, I so royally messed it up. But for her hair colors, we're going to use Tuscan Red, which is AT3311. And then we're going to use Terracotta AT6090. And then we're going to use Crimson Lake AT3280, I believe that says. Yeah, 3280. And we're going to try out Pale Vermilion AT3070 and Sunburst Yellow AT1033 for the highlight colors. And so far, these pencils feel really good. I like them. But we're about to find out on video how well do they perform. See what kind of results we can get from them. They are very soft going down, I gotta say that much. I don't know how they're gonna blend or how they're gonna act with each other. But I guess it's something we will all find out together. And I really like this terracotta color. And I kind of want to bring it up into the Tuscan Red. And I think it's kind of funny that they have some color names on some of their pencils that are very, very similar to Prismacolor, if not downright the same color. I mean, terracotta is a given, but Tuscan Red, well, that's kind of a Prismacolor name. I don't think I've seen anybody else call their pencil this kind of shade Tuscan Red. I don't know. I'd have to look. And really, I'm kind of going down with a light to medium pressure, not super light, not super light, but not medium or hard or anything like that. And it gives out good color. I'm only pressing just slightly to see if I can break it. I know if I press really hard, I can break it. No problem there, kiddo. They seem to be blending in together pretty good. Look at that. That's pretty smooth and seamless. We'll put a little bit in here. Let's see what else. Anything anybody's got going on? Hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. It is Wednesday. For those of you who do work Monday through Friday, you are more than halfway done with your week. Woohoo! Lucky you. For those of us who do not, then Wednesday really doesn't mean a whole lot to you, does it? Alright, let's see how this works out. I want to combine the pale vermilion with the sunburst yellow to kind of see how it comes out. And it's coming out pretty good. It's giving that light red illusion like I was looking for. I don't know if you can see that on video, but right here in front of it, it's giving that light red illusion that I was looking for. And it looks really good to me. Alright, go a little bit harder with the Tuscan red up in here. Just up in these little corners here. And maybe just a little bit down in here too. There we go. And then just a wee bit in these corners. And then sharpen the terracotta. These pencils are working really nicely. And like I said, I love the thick barrels. This is awesome. Put a little Tuscan red in, or terracotta in here. With that Tuscan red. Ooh. Let's bring some terracotta in down here. And here. And here. There we go, and then come in with this crimson lake. Ooh, I should try using the blender pencil on these right after I get done doing this layer. There we go. And I don't really want highlights everywhere. Just a few dabby dab highlights here and there. And let me grab this terracotta again and put just a little bit up here. There we go. And then we're going to bring the Crimson Lake right on in there. And I'm only pressing a little bit harder because I want to know if we can smush them. Are they smushable? Smushy smushers! To me, that's looking pretty good. I hope you guys are liking it. And we won't do the whole hair thing. Oh. That would take up not only all of my camera battery, but also would make for a very long video. And what I was thinking of doing with the other book with the Blick pencils that I was using, and I was thinking of, I know I had been incorporating the Aerogeton, the encyclopedia pencils, into it, but I was thinking of actually trying to use some of these Arctics with it too, because these are really nice. Alright, blender pencil, and always make sure your ends are clean. I mean, red's a pretty dark color, so man, I'm sad that we can't get this pencil anymore. I know they made a new version of it, but I don't know if it is just as nice as this one. This one is just so smooth and creamy. And I like using the Prismacolor blenders too, but I like using this better. And honestly, the only reason I will reach for a Prismacolor blender above this one is because this is all I got. I've got dozens of Prismacolor blenders because they were the only blender I knew of back when I first started. So I bought a couple dozen. Yes, I did. But look at that. That came out nice, I think. I hope you guys like it too. I think it came out really, really nice. Especially for pictures that I prefer to do with marker, because you could do it fast and easy. And well, you really do not need that many layers. Where's my paper towel? There it is, or my napkin. Even though I really can't see the Pan Pastels smushing all over me, if it is, I don't want to smush it all over the place. And I think, I mean, like I said, this is only like the second time I've used them. I think they will move on the paper, and you've got to use a setting thingy, setting sprays, whatever. Whew, I tell you what, don't get allergies. They're terrible. Alright, let's go up here and do this section. Because this is where I want the majority of the highlight to be. The rest of it's just going to be the other colors. Except for maybe a little section up here. Like maybe in there. Yeah, I won't. Even though she's in the rain, she's still got to have a little bit of highlights, right? She's got to have some highlights. And these pencils just glide on so nicely, guys. They really do. And now I'm doing kind of lighter layers right here. Kind of see how it all works out. Alrighty. So I don't know how long I'll be on part-time. But honestly, I'm feeling already spoiled. Because 2 days off in a row is like a luxury anymore. That's why I usually get mad at these people that have Monday through Friday. Then they have Saturday and Sunday off. Or they'd be like my son, who has Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Man, he just got the whole time. That's rude. And yeah, I get paid more than him, but so honestly, I trade all that in a heartbeat for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I don't even care if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days off in a row is like a dream. Heck, I got Wednesdays and Thursdays right now, and then Sundays. And eventually I'll go back to full-time, which is just where I will have Wednesdays and Sundays off. And really, one of the things I'm very surprised of returning to work is being able to color a lot. I've gotten like 2 or 3 pages done, 3 pages done, since I got back on the phones after I did all my training. in which I didn't hardly forget anything. There was like one particular screen on one particular system that I forgot about, and then I accidentally ran over it, or ran into it while I was working one day, and I was like, oh, it's that screen, herder. That makes a really nice highlight, I think. It's different. I think that's why I really like it. But we only got 72 pencils to work with, so we might as well work with them, right? Just a teensy bit here, a teensy bit there. A little bit there. Yeah, we're going to want to put some in here where her eyelashes are. There's going to be some darker areas here. And I'm going ahead and going in a little bit hard, since it's just this nice small area in between the eyelashes. And so far, no breakies. No breakies. I'll get my little terracotta out. And here I don't want to put a little too much terracotta, but down here we'll put a little bit more. And yeah, my dream is to go back to Blick again sometime in the fall. Maybe October? I should have my Amazon haul paid off by then. And the Blick haul. Because I will definitely be well on my way back to full time. I think it's only going to be like... Okay, I was just making sure I was back down to the highlight colors. Maybe 2 more weeks of part-time. But guys, I'm going to be honest. I wish I could stay part-time. Just the freedom of being able to not only have 2 days off in a row, but that we could do appointments, we could do group colorings, I could do more YouTube videos. And get more housework done. Gosh, can I get more housework done having 2 days off in a row? Having 3 days off overall in a week. That is just a blessing that I know not many of us get to enjoy. We don't really need any more of that color. Let's get into the terracotta. And on this paper, I can't remember which one this is. It's one of the Nina's. I think the Nina Smooth. Because the Spring Hill has definitely got more of a, I call it gritty feel, where you can feel the tooth of the paper. It feels kind of gritty. And buddy, do I avoid using Prismacolors on that like a mother. And luminance. Because it will eat them wax pencils up. It's great paper, but you might want to stick with your oil-based on that one. And to think I almost went with purple hair on her. It's just that, and that's the only disappointment with any pencil set I get. There are just not enough purple choices. They have like a couple purples, and then they go lilacs and lavenders, which are pretty, yes, and I enjoy using them, and sometimes even enjoy using them as like highlight colors. But I want more purples. Purples that you can actually, when you lay them down to test them out and see if they work good together, you can actually see a difference between the colors. Like a noticeable difference. Not a slight difference, a noticeable difference. There we go. And then let's go ahead and bring this in. And I know a lot of people start with the lightest color first. I don't. I'm a weirdo. And I see here it's picking up a little bit of the pale vermilion. Just a smidgen of it. And they do seem to blend okay. Right there, it's picking up the pale vermilion. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's going more towards the sunburst yellow. Right there, too. Maybe that's the paper. Who knows? But it's definitely right there. I was able to cover it back up here. And I do apologize if the sniffling bothers you. I take my allergy medicine and I don't get nowhere some days. Today's one of them days. There we go. I think that's looking pretty sharp. Ha ha ha. Sharp. But, we had to have some good laughs because we have a group chat that I will not name what we use for the group chat because I don't want anyone to get in trouble or anything in case work is watching my videos. We have a group chat for basically hooting and hollering and whining and complaining. It's a very unprofessional chat because sometimes you just need that. Seriously, sometimes you just need an outlet to be that way with each other. And it's not like, we're saying sexist and racist and, bigoted jokes or anything. It's not that kind of chat. It's this color really sucks chat. Or this process really sucks chat. And sometimes we do share some nice, funny memes and stuff that are, like SpongeBob. And of course, today I shared the one meme of that's a big pile of S word, Pookie. That's a big pile of Pookie from Jurassic Park. And it's just an outlet because, and I get it, I'm not complaining about work rules or anything like that. I get it. You don't want to be held liable for somebody getting over offended or somebody quitting because, man, these other people really don't like their jobs. I don't want to work at a place where everybody hates their job, despite the fact that if you didn't have a group chat or set of group chats at work, because the only way you're going to be able to talk to each other is through these chats because we're all work at home. But despite all that, and that when we were in the office, if we had a gripe, we would gripe with each other. I mean, duh. And you knew that. But then you didn't have to look at it. You could go away, or you were already at your desk or in your office or whatever. And you didn't have to hear your minions complaining. And obviously you don't want to see them complaining about this job. Because, you're up. And this I'm going to be dead honest about. You're up there on that high horse in management. You know that you started where we were. You know that sometimes this job is rough. You got people screaming in your ears all day long. You know you do. Or you did. And you know how it was. You know how sometimes the system's not working correctly and you having to apologize even more to someone that you're really not sorry about. And most of these people know that. These callers aren't stupid. Quit trying to treat them like they are. They know that we're not sorry. Making us apologize is making us lie. That's why, I've kind of adapted instead of saying I'm sorry, because I'm not. It's our process. It's nothing I can do about it. So I'm not sorry that it's our process, that there's nothing I can do to make any changes. There's nothing I could do to bypass it. It's just a process. Instead of doing that, I just say, look, I really understand you're frustrated. Believe me, I would be in your shoes. Let me see what we could try to do to help out. And that gets me way more respect than constantly saying I'm sorry. And that also gives me the leeway to say I'm sorry when I actually am. Like, somebody's gotten transferred 6-8 times back and forth between customer service and another department, customer service and another department, customer service and another department, and you could see that in their notes, and you're just like, man, I am so sorry you've had to go through this. And I feel it genuinely sorry that they had to go through that, when they should have been serviced in the correct department from the get-go. Sometimes they never should have been transferred. It should have been customer service. But that's a whole gripe for another day. And that's a whole gripe for our group. That is not a work chat. It is just a chat for us. But anyway, those managers, a lot of them have forgotten what it's like to be on the phones. Or they remember, but they refuse to acknowledge it. That's why some of the newer managers, I really appreciate their honesty. And some of the managers too, you could tell they want to be honest with you. They want to tell you, agree with you, not tell you, but agree with you. But yeah, sometimes this really stinks. You're right. But they can't either, because they've got processes they have to follow. But either way, the moral of the story is, we can't say this color sucks or this process sucks on the chats for work. So we created this other chat for just a handful of us to have somewhere to come and kind of like just voice our gripes. But it's not even just for that. We've had deaths of family and friends, illnesses of family and friends that we've all gone through with each other. It's really a very supportive group all by itself, but with none of the restrictions of the work groups. And we have had this for years, and we have appreciated it so much. We have appreciated each other so much, and we've been so great to each other. It is really a very supportive group. That's why it's called Gripes and Support. Not only are you going to get support through tough personal times, you're going to get support through tough work times. You're going to get support through just about anything. And not just support. Hey, if you have something to celebrate, you got this really cool new video game, or this new figurine, or this new coloring book, we celebrate with each other so much. And it's been such a wonderful chat. And of course, to make sure that our managers, because despite the fact that we know sometimes some managers have forgotten what it's like to be down here as the grunts, and some managers still remember, but they can't let you know that they remember. Basically, that's basically the brunt of it. We don't put them in the awkward position of allowing them in our chat, so they don't have to worry about, I really like these people, but some of the things are against work policy, such as griping a lot about customers. And, and sometimes the gripes include bad words. So we just don't put them in the awkward position. And it helps us. And this is how it helps us. It not only lets us, quote unquote, not have to worry about work rules in a chat environment. It helps us be better employees. in a work environment, because we can get all of our gripes and complaints out in this chat and then go about our business working, which I think is just amazing. I don't even remember which one of us came up with the idea of it. Honestly, guys, I don't remember. But it has been a useful and wonderful tool all these years, especially since we've been stuck at work at home. And I believe it started out because some of us had left the department onto another department, and we still wanted to stay in touch, but we couldn't stay in touch because it was a big facility we were in. So, alrighty. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this color and chat and kind of gripe about work, but not gripe about work. I actually feel a lot better these days. Now that I've gone through some of my emotional issues with my family, the things that my family has both put me through and we have gone through together. And so work isn't as bad now. It gave me, and being off too has given me time to think about how am I going to respond. I don't like lying to my customers. Like I said, saying I'm sorry constantly, that's basically telling your customer, or telling you to tell your customers a flat out lie. Don't say I'm sorry all the time. If you're not sorry, don't say it. Say it and be genuine. And that's why I like some of the verbiage that I've put together to kind of, that is also just as sincere, because I do understand the position. I've had to call customer service, for X, Y, and Z before. I've had to go through, the phone hoops. And I really hate automated systems, but I've been in the customer's shoes when it comes to that. So it helps me be more genuine with my customers, because that's what I would expect, is someone to be genuine with me. So I am genuine with my customers. The only time I lie is when I know it's a fraudster. If it's a fraudster, I ain't telling you the truth for nothing. Ain't telling you the truth for nothing. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys being here today and putting up with me, because I know sometimes I can get on a tangent, especially about work. And I hope everyone has a wonderful colorific day, and we will do some more coloring with the Blick supplies in another video. I'll get that book, the mythographic Voyage. I knew it was mythographic something. We'll get that book back out, and we will color with the Blick pencils. Now I started the flowers, so I'm probably going to stay with the Erogetons on that one, but we're just going to have a good time doing some coloring chats on that too. So anyway, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, a great colorific day. Make sure you color something or look at something colorful. It always does make me smile. I hope it makes you smile too. Take care, everyone. Bye.